spirits.
So when you drink Americanized alcohol or Europeanized alcohol or whatever-ized alcohol, you're gonna get some fucked up shit. But if you drink original alcohol, at least I know in my experience, when I drink original alcohol,
What's
I don't
original
get
alcohol?
fucked up. It's called mead.
Uh-huh.
Honey mead is the original.
Like moonshine?
Alcohol. No, better than moonshine.
Okay.
It's mead. It's honey, yeast, and it
We can
basically
make our own.
alcohol itself, basically.
Yeah.
The
We make our
We
own
need to raise
alcohol.
bees. We need to get
Vikings
Shane
drink
help
this.
to help
have
us raise
some
bees.
honey.
So when I drink honey mead, I don't get violent or angry. I'm happy, and I can.
It
chug,
depends on what it's from.
I can chug bottles all day long. But if I drink a couple, like
Oh my god.
if I drink a 6-pack, oh fucking soda.
Like say you're drinking from like you know like how they have some snakes in the bottle?
Oh, like Cobra whiskey.
Yeah. Is that
In
bad or
Thailand?
good?
Wait,
My
you know
unc-
about
my-
Cobra whiskey from Thailand?
No, my mom's dad, my grandpa from Japan used to do that. He would put snake in a bottle.
Like a
and
cobra.
Then, yeah.
Yeah.
And then drink the
Wow.
alcohol from that.
Yeah.
Like,
I want to
sake.
start doing that.
Dude, there's bottles of whiskey with cobras.
But
in
I'm
the
like,
bottom
is
of
that good energy or?
It's making yourself.
Um,
It's boosting your immune system. It's making you invincible.
it. Not invincible.
You're taking little bits to step up your immune system.
No one's invincible.
So that's what I've been doing my whole life is stepping up my
Okay.
immune system by not taking. I've been letting myself.
Well, that's what we're doing with K, because K is extracted from snake venom.
Is it really?
Yes.
Oh, what?
What?
You didn't know
I
that?
did not know that.
Yeah.
We
So
need to look into
technically,
this.
we are
Which
kind of like slowly
snake?
poisoning ourselves.
Which snake is this? And if you get like a straight injection from it, is it just like straight disassociation?
Yeah.
Like the best way.
We
to
need to
get,
do
like,
more research.
Let me see that
That's
snake.
what I was told by someone who's very enlightened as well. He's a healer, he's a masseuse, and he was telling me that.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow. So we need to get our prescriptions. We need to go get our cannabis prescription and our ketamine prescription.
I need a ketamine prescription.
This week we need to fucking get that shit done so that we can legally have our medicine.
Okay.
And then we are following the law. We're following the church.
I have my medical card. You want to see it?
And we're not going to live in fear because we have nothing to hide. We have our medication that we're allowed to have that helps us
And K's
see the
not
truth.
bad.
This is my medical card. You see my medical card?
Nice.
Washington.
Washington.
Yeah. When the cops are like, "You have a medical card?" I'm like, "You didn't hear me? I'm from Washington. We don't do those anymore." Yeah, we're legal. We don't have any medical. In fact, they're trying to take medical out of Washington State now. That's legal.
Really?
Yeah, because legally for medical you can carry a quarter pound. For
That's just
legalization,
a
you
lot.
can only carry 8 ounce. So
Okay.
they're trying to take out the medical so no one can carry a quarter pound anymore.
Because they want to do it through the dispensary.
They want everyone to carry an ounce. Everyone, even disabled people, can only carry an ounce on.
You're making me want to smoke some weed.
Well, smoke it.
All
It's
right.
not like you ain't got an ounce.
It's a good idea. Yep, we should be smoking some of God's good herbs.
So someone wants.
So we can focus on what we need to do.
Why do they call it devil's weed?
Because it's propaganda. They're trying to
Yeah.
keep you from being enlightened.
So you know when Ronald Reagan.
They scare you of it by calling it the devil's weed, but it's actually
So I don't
goddess
know, I don't know if you're old
cannabis.
enough to remember when Ronald Reagan got on TV and said, "Say no to drugs." Right? It was this big thing. Ronald Reagan and his wife saying, "Say no to drugs. Just know how to say no." Well, they were growing weed while they were promoting this "say no to drugs" shit.
Why would he be so anti-drugs when he's growing weed himself?
He was the president. They told him what to say. He said it. Presidents are puppets.
Wow.
They're not actually in control. They're just being told what to say.
Yep.
Duh. The richest puppet, the richest monkey is the one that gets elected. The one who says, when they say dance and chime your chimes, they're like, okay. That's the one that gets elected. When they're like, dance and chime your chimes,
So
and
they
they're
just
like,
have to
"I
find
don't know
like the
about
most
that." That's
charismatic
not the
person,
elected one.
and then you think that you can listen to them.
Yeah, I want to see how they elect the president, because they probably make him do some kind of dance and
I mean, why do they
pony
make Donald
show.
Trump
And then
president?
they're like,
He's
okay,
not
you're the
charismatic
biggest
at all.
monkey.
Is he?
Who, Donald Trump? He's not
Yeah.
president anymore.
I know, but he was better than Hillary Clinton, I guess. So, Because Hillary Clinton got leaked. She got fucked with that whole thing.
All the fear propaganda about her, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if
Did
she was actually a good person either, though.
Did you
I don't know
notice
what to
She
think.
had her own agenda.
Yeah.
Did you notice the $20 bill I gave you? Did you look at it, like the back of it?
No?
It's pretty funny. I think you
Is
should
it this
keep it.
one?
I think you should keep it.
This
forever.
one?
Yep. See what it says? He doesn't anymore, but it might become worth some money just because that's on there.
What is it? What is it?
Thank you.
Ready? You see it?
Donald Trump
Lives here.
lives here.
You don't live there no more. But this stamp on it, it could probably become some money later on in the future.
It's an art piece.
Exactly, like that might make it worth something because his name's on it.
Thank you.
All right. Well, let's save that 20 for sure.
Aw.
Well,
Thank
you know, I find my treasures. Like
You're
as
good
you
at
see-
finding
Oh,
treasures.
dude, I find treasures. You see that other
I
crystal?
really want you to come with us.
Yeah, but
To Utah, at least.
You got to let go of the fear, Dave. You can't be not flying because you were going to be a witness in a fucking case,
here's
man.
another
I
thing.
think
You
you're
ready?
meant to come with us,
Here's
too.
another thing. When I go back to the mainland, it tries to kill me faster than here. When I'm here, I'm a lot healthier and a lot more, like, I don't know, stable. When I go back to the mainland, there's so much stress. It
You
literally...
take in everyone's
So we have to
energy.
dip in. We have to dip in for our missions.
I died one time in 2012. I got brought back to, and they told me I was going to die in 3 to 6 months in 2012. I came to Hawaii before the end of the 6 months.
Everything's slowed down here.
And I'm not dead, right? So then I went back 2014 to close everything down and almost got married, all that shit. But I almost died again. So I came back and I'm healthy again. It's a sign that's
It's
saying
a sign that you're
stay
doing
out of the
something.
mainland.
Something important is going on here.
It's saying stay out of the mainland. Because every time I
Yeah.
go try to go back to mainland, it
There's-
just tries
It keeps pulling you
keeps
here.
trying to
You're here
kill
for
me.
a reason.
Exactly. So I'm trying to stay out of the mainland. And when my ID expires, it keeps me in Hawaii.
So that was my message last night. Was that I can get my. It's time. It's been long enough. I can get my criminal history expunged, and I can become free. There's a number I can call. My friend told me on the dance floor. I just need to look it up, and I need to actually make sure that my record is clean so I can do this.
Right. And
What?
you still owe me 20 bucks.
I got you, bro.
I only bring it up because I'm broke now. But only for a second. I'm not broke. I got like $6, but only for a second.
We're gonna go gamble. It's gonna be all right. We're gonna make some big money. We're
The
just
other
gonna
day-
start. We're gonna start throwing money away like it doesn't matter, and we're gonna have some fun. And
Dude, like last week, I spent all my money. I was flat broke, right? And I was hanging out with Corey at the time, and I go, take a picture. And she's like, of what? I'm like, I'm flat broke right now. You better take a picture. A couple hours later, I was like, did you take a picture? She's like, no, why? I'm like, because now I got a few $100 again. I'm like, yeah, doesn't last long.
comes and goes. In
Yeah.
one hand, out in your butthole.
You should start saving your money.
For what is my question? I know everyone says plan for the future, but it's different with my future. I already planned for my future and I died. And it took all the plans away. And now it's just like, why make more? I made all the other ones.
You gotta live in the now, bro.
Didn't.
You gotta live in the now.
Exactly. And
It's not about the
planning
past.
for the
It's not about the future.
is not living in the now.
It's about right now. What
Yeah.
are you doing with this moment?
Everyone's like, you need a car, you need your own land, you need this and that. I really don't. I need to be happy.
Yep.
That's what I need.
There you go.
And me walking around the island and staying on all the properties I stay on rent free is happy.
You just
I
wander
stay-
around and you find treasure all the
Like
time.
I stay a lot of places, and I don't live rent free. I give up gold to my homies where I stay.
Because you don't want to carry the weight.
Exactly. I gave him a meteor.
I found, I told you that rock was a meteor. You're like, check out this rock I found. I'm like, oh, that's from space. Hello.
Wow.
I lost my other
Nice.
meteor. Someone,
Nice.
whoever
That
entered my
meteor.
house when I lost all my shit when I went to Thailand. I lost my fucking meteorite, dude. I
Right.
fucking had one that I found on the Humboldt coast, and it was my most treasured possession, the meteorite that I found myself. and it is gone, and it will be coming back to me. I know it. I know my fucking rocks. My Tektite rock, I'm gonna
Alright.
see my stuff again. I will get my shit back.
Wait, ready? This is the rock life, okay? The rock starts in deep in the world, gets spit up to the top. Someone finds it. It's not your rock. It's just helping you through the point of time through your life until that rock loses you. Rocks lose you. You don't lose them.
Nice.
And they go help someone else throughout that line, and then
It's meant to be in someone
the
else's
rock will
hands.
lose that person too and move to another person who needs the help. But throughout time, rocks keep us balanced, if you've noticed. And it goes from hand to hand to hand to hand to hand.
Yes.
To hand.
You pass it forward. You send the
The
rock
rock-
with
well,
the energy, with your energy.
The rock finds who it needs to find.
That's why I lost my moonstone.
Because someone else needed it.
Someone else needed it more than me.
It healed you as much as it needed to, and then someone else needed the healing from it. Yeah, I go through so many rocks. I hand out so many rocks. But that's their purpose, is I go through the energy with them until they call out to whoever they need to go out to, and then I give it to that person. Yeah. Or I just open the bag and I let whoever choose whichever one needs to go from my possession at
It's
that
good
time.
balance.
Yeah. Yours was zircon, so I was just like, hey, I got a couple pieces of zircon here. Here's the better one.
That one was calling out to you.
Well,
give
it
to
was
me?
your birthstone.
Yeah.
So I was like looking through my stuff. I was like, I know I had something. I opened up one bag and jumped up there and I was like, oh, I do have a couple pieces of zircon. Sweet.
Thank you.
Yeah. I have a diamond. And it's like this size.
Yeah.
That I found a YPO. Someone knows. Well, I didn't tell her that she's gonna get it, but that's her birthstone. And I was like, well, you know, it's kind of like a 5-year plan. You know, if we're good enough friends after 5 years, you might get the diamond. Yeah. So.
But is that a proposal or are you just gifting her?
I'm just gifting.
Okay.
No proposal. No, I have another friend that's her birthstone is aquamarine. And aquamarine is an expensive stone. It's very spendy. It's hard to find. So I just got her an opal ring with like there's a color that's kind of like aquamarine color, and then pink like opals going through this band.
It's beautiful.
I give her that ring. That's the one I really like.
You're like, I like that one.
You don't even know